Here in rural Cornwall, many primary schools face particular challenges relating to their size and location. In the first of two programmes, we visit the head teachers of three small, geographically isolated schools. In this programme, each head highlights a different challenge that they face in delivering the curriculum to their pupils.
So I thought this morning we would think about the ingredients that we need for pancakes.
Amanda Raynham finds that promoting cross-cultural awareness requires special attention in a school and area that are both predominantly white.
So who's talking then?
Debbie Tregellis is working hard to meet new extended schools requirements in an area offering few other local amenities.
So this is what you've been waiting for, Tyler.
Jerry Sweet must cater for teaching different ages in the same classes due to small pupil numbers. Menheniot Primary near Liskeard is a small village school with around 100 pupils.
The children in the school are predominantly white. We do have a few different cultures and we also have a few different religions as well. And one of the challenges is obviously to ensure that the children achieve a good level of cultural and diversity education.
Are we ready?
It's Shrove Tuesday. In the morning assembly, Amanda is using pancakes to discuss how the beginning of Lent is marked in other cultures.
Now, in other countries, they celebrate Pancake Day, but in a lot of countries, they call it Mardi Gras, which stands for Fat Tuesday. It doesn't mean that that's the day you get up and you're feeling a bit fat. It means that's the day you use up all the things that are quite fattening in the cupboard that we've just been talking about.
Using familiar traditions to introduce those of other cultures helps children to understand cultural differences.
It's the last day before the beginning of Lent.
We hold special global focus weeks where we hold different activities relating to other cultures. For example, we've had a demonstration of Indian cooking. The children have learnt how to put on a sari. And the children were fascinated by the saris and how they fitted on and the lovely bright colours. We had trouble getting some of them to try out the curry, but in the end most of them did really enjoy it.
The school is further broadening pupils' horizons through a new after-school club.
At the moment we have a Chinese club which has been absolutely wonderful and very popular.
The school has developed the club in response to one pupil's background in two cultures. Lawrence's parents organised the club as a means of sharing their son's dual heritage with the other pupils.
I thought, I can do something with the children. It's always a good thing to learn, another country's culture.
On the whole, I would think they don't come across this kind of thing very often at all.
This Thursday will be Chinese New Year.
They've been talking to the children about Chinese culture and teaching them some of the Chinese language.
So we are going to learn how to say Happy New Year in Chinese. So everybody just repeat after me, okay? 新年快乐. 新年快乐.
With Chinese New Year approaching, the children are looking at different animals in the Chinese lunar calendar.
Tigers are born leaders. You're often respected for your courage and you're good at standing up for what you believe in, but you have to be careful you're not too bossy. So is that you, do you think?
Learning a tonal language presents an entirely new challenge for the pupils.
The teacher teaches you to say it a bit like a grid. So if you see the big line above it and then up like that, it means you have to go down with your voice and then up again. But if you say ma coming up, it means mother. But if you say something else in the same tone of ma, it means horse. So you could really insult your mother there.
Having taught in Singapore for 3 years, it's made me even more aware of how important it is to teach our children of other ways of life and that other people live in different ways.
It's quite easy for me, but quite a lot of other people don't pronounce it right. Long.
Snake is sheep.
It's been extremely beneficial because Lawrence has really enjoyed helping his classmates learn Chinese and talking about his culture. A lot of our children won't be staying in Menheniot forever and will go away, perhaps abroad or perhaps to other parts of the United Kingdom, and they're going to meet all types of cultures, religions and traditions, and it's really, really important that they learn to respect those cultures.
Braddock Primary School near Liskeard has only 39 children on roll. For some of the pupils, the school day starts well before morning registration.
We're meant to arrive at 8, but I'm always late. I go to breakfast club because my mummy's got to be at work now because she's going to a meeting.
Braddock's Breakfast Club is one way in which the school is meeting the requirements of the new Extended Schools programme.
The intended impact of the Extended Schools curriculum is to provide the children with extra opportunities beyond that which we can pack into a normal school day. At our school, we've extended it to include after-school clubs in a wide range of activities and sports and skills for the children. We've also extended it to provide before and after school care.
Parents and grandparents are encouraged to read with pupils when they arrive. In an isolated area, the school relies on the local community to help extend its activities.
We had fitted a new telephone and was fixing the doors.
We come in and read with them till 9:15 every morning, and they seem to improve their reading that way.
We've started it in September and it's proved invaluable. Every child's reading has improved from the regular daily practice, and it's great to see all the parents and grandparents in school.
I came once a week when I bring my grandchildren to school. I think it's very important. We're encouraged to help the children. And look at these. They're grinning all over now. I'm the dog because the dog had helped them.
I think the fact that many of them turn up every single day is an indication of the fact that they value it. They enjoy coming into school, they enjoy seeing the children reading, seeing the children progress, and it helps them to feel part of our school community.
Crash, he fell.
Where we'd like to go from here is to extend the parental skills and the parental learning, which will impact on the learning of the children in the long run.
Towards that village.
The Extended Schools requirements can seem daunting for small schools like Braddock. It's the job of Extended Schools Coordinator Lisa Thomas to help clarify what schools must provide.
In terms of what you're doing already, your wraparound childcare here, bearing in mind that it's a relatively small primary school, is actually, you know, an exemplar in the sense of what you've been able to achieve.
Other small schools with tiny numbers on roll will be worried by the prospect of trying to set it all up. What could you do to help them?
First of all, every school will need to establish if there is a need to provide that childcare. It is not an expectation. The other key thing is linking in with existing provision within a small geographical area.
The local nursery now shares the school's facilities, making childcare easier for parents, but also helping link early years with primary education.
Do we go under the tunnel or over the tunnel or through the tunnel?
Through the tunnel.
We go through the tunnel, don't we? Go on then. Basically, this room here, we're open from 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening. And they drop them off and then, you know, it's good.
The starting school process now is much, much easier for the children and the parents and the staff, actually, because we all know each other. The children are confident within the school building. They know the faces of the people. They know the children that they're going to be mixing with. And having had quality early years provision, they're more ready to learn when they do come into school. In terms of the future of the Extended Schools agenda, I would like to see more adult learning involved in school time, perhaps, because it's A, good for the parents and the community to be using the school facilities, but also for the children to see that learning is a lifelong process.
Trenode Primary near Liskeard is a small village school serving a wide geographical area. The school's size affects the way in which its pupils are taught.
You're smiling, I can see that smile. In Trenode, because we've got 86 children and we've got 3 classes only, we've stopped that now. We've got to ensure that we've got a full rolling programme of activities which run, in fact, in our school for 2 years, so that the children don't repeat, because a lot of the time they spend at least 2 years in the same class. So what we're going to do now is you've got to ensure that there's differentiation, so that whatever it is that the children are doing, they're all actively engaged.
Jerry has made a virtue of this necessity. All classes contain a mix of year groups. On Thursday afternoons, however, the school breaks into creative activity groups, mixing children from reception to year 6. Today's activities are based around Noah's Ark.
This is our Noah music by William, Jess, Evie and Sasha.
Mixed age classes have got the advantage of the younger children who perhaps might be more able. They have an opportunity to work with groups which are in fact older than themselves.
We're searching on animals, trying to find an animal to paint up. Geordie, you're 4, aren't you? 5. She's 5. I'm 8.
The younger children are very readily willing to listen to their older peers sometimes when they might not listen to a teacher who might say the same thing.
Because it's a creative afternoon and we get to mix up, and it will help the younger ones learn a little from the older ones.
Art and craft is one thing, but subjects like maths require more precision when it comes to teaching mixed-age classes.
Usually they will have a TA to work with each group, so they have all got somebody with them working at that level. They won't all be taught at the same level. For something like maths, they will all have the help separately.
Sometimes the children that aren't quite achieving as academically have a chance to really shine in projects like this. Supporting somebody else takes away their own fear of not being able to get it right.
The best way to learn something is to try and teach it, and therefore the older children, when they're trying to teach some of the younger children one of the 2 of these skills that we're looking at, they really begin to think about and understand it themselves as well. What's special about your chart?
At the end of the afternoon, the pupils have a chance to display the fruits of working together in this way.
What this group have done then is done a collage, a picture of the animals going into the ark. And did you work in a pair, Lucy, with Morgan? Well done, and you're good too. Oliver and Daniel?
Yeah. There are 2 snakes and 2 penguins moving up to the ark.
Wonderful. Well done, all of you. Really good. And I'm sure you've noticed the differences in sizes and the fact that the children, the older ones, are working with the younger ones. Not necessarily to help them, but I'm sure that there would have been some help going on, but also how nice it is to work with somebody who's not in your class and is of a different age than you. Well done.